A lot of trainers look towards the Pokemon Regionals as the start of their VGC competitive journey, whether it be to win, socialize, or just have fun playing their favorite game. If your goal is to win, and it's your first regional you've ever been to, how can you possibly know how to start? For me, I'm an online baby, and I struggled just like everyone else, trying to play and build for the Players' Cup. It was a struggle having no way to figure out how to build for the best of 3 format, and especially for a meta where all the experienced players are trying to counter or build into specific strategies and groups of Pokemon. So how do we define the best of 3 meta for a tournament? The biggest struggle people have is figuring out exactly what people are using and why. This issue is bigger than ever since we were granted open team sheet for the 2023-2024 season, and so the showdown ladder is harder to read than ever. If any of you guys have watched my short content where I explain how to use Pokemon in about 60 seconds, I have to follow a certain strategy to pin down the meta. Here's that strategy. First, you have to open up Pikalytics. Pikalytics is a site where all the teams people use in Pokemon Showdown are broken up into individual Pokemon, and all their stats and usages are laid out in percentages. Now, what we need to understand about Pikalytics is that it can be delayed, up to a month sometimes, but nonetheless it is an incredibly useful repository. Now, every time we click on a Pokemon, we can see most commonly used moves, partners, abilities, items, and terror types. Right now Pikalytics isn't perfect because Scarlet and Violet simply haven't been out long enough for some data to exist, but in the future it'll have all of this info available to you. Pikalytics alone is incredibly hard to understand sometimes. Sure, it's easy to get why Armarouge and DDF are used together, and here we can see they have the highest usage together, but what about Pokemon like Garchomp and Hydreigon, or Goldango and Masquerada? For that we need our second supplementary site, Victory Road VGC. Here we can find best of 3 tournament teams and team reports for some of those teams. This will allow us to get more insight on why people use certain Pokemon together on specific teams. Finally, we'll check out VGC Pastes on Twitter. They are the absolute best repository for teams and their Pokepastes. In addition, linked in their bio is WolfGlick's VGC Guides, another great repository for information on VGC needs. Onward with all this information, I'll give you an example of how to use all of this info to make a team from scratch for the upcoming San Diego Regional in January. So when you're building a regional team, you always have a couple options. A more solid team, an anti-meta team, kind of a in-between mix where you just have like one mon that's like a little weird, but still works. Something I'm going to be doing is really focusing on the solid team and the anti-meta team. To do this, we're going to look at all of the repositories I told you guys about. We'll make a decision on what we think the meta is and how we can approach it. So, just looking at Pikalytics, we get an idea of, common partners. So, number 1, Goldango, super obvious, and this guy gets Terra Steel, Make It Rain, and just outputs a ton of damage. Obvious teammate, Murkrow. Murkrow gets Tailwind, he gets Quash, stuff like that. Something that could also be good is Garchomp. Big special type attack and mixed with big physical attack with good typing. You're only weak to ice, which Goldango covers pretty nicely. You can always make Goldango Terra Flying, like it says here. Go with that Earthquake with Garchomp. Hydreigon makes sense too, just, really good typing. You can do like Terra Steel, Terra Fire, Terra Poison, yep. And it also covers opposing Goldango, so that's nice too, if you do like Heat Wave or something like that. I don't want to go down too far the rabbit hole. We got Meowscarada. Meowscarada seems good. Yeah, 18% usage. It's pretty good. Yeah, best partners Goldango. Makes sense. Just a really fast attacker alongside some slower Pokemon. Always good to have that speed output. Let's see what other mons are good here. So something you can probably expect to see is like these 4 on a team together or something like that. Or at least that's what I would expect. All 4 of these synergize together, so may as well run them together. Annihilate has good usage. Yeah, Murkrow is a good teammate. Hydreigon's a good teammate. Mousehold. Grimmsnarl is a good teammate apparently. Let's see. Just for screens. Yeah, that makes sense because you want to be as bulky as possible. Let's see. Armarouge. Armarouge makes sense. And Indeedee, yep, 100%. Got that expanding force. That makes sense. So, okay, so all these other mons are just kind of glue, it seems, like Arcanine with like Flash Fire or Intimidate. Also goes with Annihilate for just a good redirector. Sylveon, good fairy coverage. Torkoal, good trick room Pokemon. Wash for pivoting. Maybe like Will-O-Wisp. Let's see what his moves are. Yeah, Will-O-Wisp, Volt Switch, Nasty Plot. Dondozo is gonna be good. I can, just because, you know, Tatsugiri. Get that +2 to all your stats. Tyranitar's interesting. Let's see. Can't quite tell why from all these stats. Ceruledge could be good. Kind of does well against the Goldango if you like pick out a good Terra for it. Yeah. Now that we looked at all those, I think I have a decent sense of what partners everyone's going to use. Okay, so I can go to, let's see, team reports. Let's see what someone used in the most recent regional. Okay. So they used Meowscarada, Armarouge, Indeedee, Maushold, Murkrow, Hydreigon. Interesting. Let's see, let's look at the report. So, double redirect for sure. Yeah, follow me and follow me. Yep. And then both fast and slow. Okay. So you're just doing like the combination of Indeedee and Armarouge and pairing it up with stuff that can enable it. Let's see, Hydreigon's choice specs. That makes sense because you want to have really high special attacking output with this kind of team. Especially with Murkrow setting up Tailwinds and stuff. Let's see, so... Okay, so Meowscarada pairs with Maushold. That makes sense. High speed attackers, yeah, that makes sense. So you have a fast mode and a slow mode kind of deal. Okay. And then... we gotta look at the runner-up. Kind of similar team, it looks like. So he's using Annihilate without Maushold. So that's interesting. So we know that's a possibility too. Okay, so this all makes sense. Now we got this repository from VGC Pace Twitter. Just looking through the teams. Let's do like Control F, and let's see like recent teams for Annihilate. Let's see. So, I definitely don't want to go all the way down there. So let's say like in the most recent 50. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Dang. Okay, so like 20%. And then let's do like Dondozo. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, jeez. 7, 8. We'll call it 9. Okay. Another solid about 20%. Okay, so Annihilate seems good. Dondozo seems good. It's good that it's a quick overlook. There's like a rain team here. Maybe that's like an anti-meta option. It looks like it, especially with the Rotom Mow. There's no way this isn't... Yeah, Scope 1 Scalade. This is definitely an anti-meta option. Might build something like that. I'm definitely seeing a lot of Annihilates, and these all have Choice Scarf, which is very interesting to see. This one has leftovers, but most all the other ones have Choice Scarf, which is interesting. Seeing a lot of Dondozo that are Grass type. Yeah, Grass type, Grass type. This one's Steel, Flying, Dragon. Very different typings. Let's see. Although this rank 1 team with Annihilate and Maushold being safety goggles was very interesting. A Bonberry, Hydreigon, huh? Let's see what this idea is. Something we might have to look out for. So Tailwind with really slow but bulky Pokemon. Okay, so he put 252 HP on both Garchomp and Hydreigon, but then he made Goldango as fast and especially attacking as possible. That's interesting. And he put no speed on his Maushold. With baby doll eyes. Very interesting. Okay. Okay, so this is good to know. How much Amoonguss do I have to worry about? I'm sure probably more. at the regional, I would assume, but I could be wrong. Okay, so there's a lot of Amoonguss actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so yeah, so Amoonguss seems really good. That just seems like a good Pokemon to slap right on our team. Just straight up, it just seems good. Just based purely on the stats. I think something that I noticed was showing up a lot more recently was a ton of Annihilate stuff. And so maybe trying like Annihilate with Masshold would be good. Have like a double redirect like the other team did for the other regional. Let me just type in Masshold, I don't want to look for it. And then it's probably like Technician, I would say. And Defiant. And then we could do like, so Amoonguss, Annihilate, Masshold. If we're doing Amoonguss, we want, let's see. So we're doing like a double redirect, but we're doing Amoonguss. What pairs well with Amoonguss? We could look at our Pikalytics here. Where's Amoonguss? Let's see. King Gambit? People are pairing with the rain teams a lot. Garchomp. We could do like Garchomp and like, I don't have too many supportive Pokemon, but if we don't want too many supportive Pokemon, we can do like Masshold with like really fast Masshold. And then like Choice Scarp Annihilate or something. And then, so we could do like Murkrow and probably Hydreigon. Do something like this. Maybe not Hydreigon. We could do, well, if we have Murkrow, we can't, that doesn't make sense to do Dragonite, because Dragonite already has its own speed control. Let's see. Solid option. Well, if we're doing a solid option, maybe we could just do Hydreigon, because we know it's good. Might be fine. May as well. We can try this. And so we probably want like Terra type. I've been seeing Terra type water a lot recently and I've been liking it. So let's look at the repositories, see how many have water. I don't know if any will have water. Was it ice? I can't tell. Oh, for plus defense on a snow team. Oh, that's interesting. Is that fighting type? Let's see. Huh. Fighting type armor just seeming popular. Is that like... How come? Oh, for beat up? Or is this even more? Say beat up, yeah. Okay, so if we're gonna do like a beat up Annihilate, we can do... what item do they use? Leftovers. Yeah, that makes sense. We can do like Leftovers, Focus Sash, and do like Fighting, Annihilate, Ghost, Masshold, and then like do beat up. I kind of like the Baby Eyes idea. Follow me for sure. Do we want beat up Ant? No, that doesn't make sense. Do Encore. And let's see what they do. Curious. Protect, huh? Do like Encore and Protect. I think that could work. And then we'll do like really fast. Well, if we're gonna do this, do we even need to be fast? If we're gonna do beat up, Encore. No, we could be slow. We don't need Focus Sash. We could do like Safety Goggles. And then Fern Guard. And do like 252 HP, 164 defense, 92 special defense. Yeah. Okay, and let's see. Do 150 or 48 and like this. Okay, we can do that. And then we'll do like bulk up, drain punch, reach fist, and protect. And like make it really bulky. I don't know how much attack I want. I guess something that could make sense is making it strong enough to one-hit KO Skyarrow raw, which would be like this. I just know that from the past experience. And then even like bulky Skyarrow for some reason. So we do something like that. Let's go to our Amoonguss real quick and try to figure out what we want. So if we have double redirect. Okay, so maybe our goal is just to be really bulky. You do something like that. Something kind of like this, but make it more solid for a best of 3 type of deal. How can we do that? Definitely the Amoonguss with Spore is a good idea, I believe. But then we need more damage output now. So maybe we could make our Garchomp like Terra Water and Life Orb. And then we can make it, let's see, do this, 252, oh, what? Okay, 252 attack. Do we want, we can do like, how much speed do we need for Murkrow? I don't really care about outspeeding other Garchomp, but I do care about outspeeding Hydreigon. How much do we need? Is it not 165? Okay, so we're a little too low. Maybe we could take a little from here, do something like this. There we go. Do something like this. And then Earthquake, Rock Slide, Dragon Claw, and Protect. Does make sense, I think. And then we could do like Assault Fist maybe? What does he do? He just has Bond Berry. That's interesting. Because he wants Protect still. I could consider it. That'd be a good meta call for the regional, just because there'd be a lot of dragon type moves with like surprisingly fast Pokemon. Or like Dondozo in general. Because he always has Order Up. So we could do something like his, where we like straight up just go modest, 252 HP. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think there's anything wrong with this set. I think we just want to be really bulky. And then we could do like this. Give him a Bubble Berry, go Terra Fire, and then Draco, Dark Pulse, Heat Wave. Yeah, I feel like Heat Wave still makes sense. I don't want to miss. Fire Blast is a bit too much, I think, in this case. So we'll go Protect now. And now this Murkrow should be Terra Ghost, I believe. I'll tell you any reason for anything else. What Terra do I want on my Amoonguss at the end of the day? Do I want Terra Dark to avoid Taunt? Maybe. Let's do this real quick. We do Foul Play, Haze, get rid of Hydreigon stuff, and then, and also Dondozo for sure. And then Tailwind, and maybe Quash for Hydreigon, and then other Garchomp if we really need it. And then do like 252. I wonder what EVs people are using on Murkrow now. So this guy used like insane defensive bulk. Oh, maybe because he's more so concerned about the defensive stat, because you have to put an insane amount into special defense just to counter Goldango, and even then Goldango can just run like Thunderbolt or something. And then a lot of electric type Pokemon are just gonna like use Choice Specs or some crazy like that. So maybe this is a good meta call from his end. I actually kind of like that. How much HP did he do? Yeah, Okay. I think that's a good idea from his end. I really like that idea. Because you're more so focused on defense. Just because you know you're gonna die to Goldango for the most part anyway. Just because they all run like choice specs, Terra Steel, crap like that. This makes sense. And then what EVs do we want to finish up on our Annihilate? We want... Not entirely sure. I'm kind of curious if I could go to the repository and just kind of steal something. Oh, is he? Hold on. What am I looking at? 220 HP, huh? 0 attack. So he doesn't even care. He... If he goes... Oh, because he's Terra Steel? Terra Steel's interesting. I don't know if I... Terra Steel, huh? I guess that's... It resists Rock Slide too. Which is like really prevalent. You're still weak to ground type moves. I guess that doesn't matter too much because a lot of the ground type moves are physical anyway. I might just try this set, and then, you know, obviously we can just sit here and we can change our EVs as we test, like if we need it for other stuff. Obviously, since our team is a little different. It's like 220 HP. That might be for like... What does he do? Yeah, he does. Oh, okay. So he does adamant to. So he doesn't care about bulky Meowscarada. He just. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. He's like, why would I care about bulky Meowscarada when most of them are just gonna be like stupid Focus Sash anyway? That makes sense. Okay, we do Rage Powder, Protect, and then probably Pawn Puff since we're so bulky on all of our Pokemon, and maybe even like Rocky Helmet or something. Rocky Helmet or Citrus Berry. If I go through the Amoonguss, what do we got? So this Amoonguss runs Rocky Helmet. This one runs Covert Cloak. Oh, Covert Cloak is very interesting. Can't get taunted. But what's the purpose of that, really? I don't understand the Covert Cloak, actually. I don't know if I like that. What do I want my... I could be... Do I want to be Terra Dark? That doesn't stop. The whole purpose of Terra Water is kind of stop Goldango and Hydreigon for the most part, as far as I'm aware. Because Goldango oftentimes runs Thunderbolt. I think I'll do something like this and then rock like Rocky Helmet. I'm gonna do my classic set here and then just adjust it later if I need to. And we'll make it mint speed, why not? So this could be a really good team. This is just a solid team, I would say. It takes a lot of ideas from the #1 team recently. I was like, yeah, that was yesterday, right? So that could be really solid. And then anti-meta, as of right now, anti-meta is like weather teams. So like rain, snow, sand. So what could we do? I want to look at the repository one more time. This is also anti-meta, like, you know, grass, fire, fairy type. And like just really going in on the Torkoal. I'm seeing Volcarona a lot, but I don't know if I'd like that because of all of the sand teams, and you're kind of either not bringing Volcarona or you're committing your Terra. And I don't think that's a great idea for best of 3, because then you're just kind of predictable and you're essentially doing like a choice of 5 Pokemon versus sand teams, and you do not want that versus a sand team because then they can just lead what they want to. So let's not do that. That doesn't make any sense to run it for anti-meta. Something we could do. Dingaton's pretty good. I like this Flareon, Gallade, Arboliva. None of these Pokemon are like particularly like awesome, but they work together well. It's pretty interesting. Was even just this from? No, does it say? Fun team. Got it. Yeah, oh, it just says tweet. Oh, it's just a random team. Why is this in here? Okay, yeah, so like something that you might want to do for anti-meta right now is rain. So let's try and build like a rain team. So definitely do like Palafin and Pelipper. Then what from there? I know King Gamut is really good with this combo, and I see it all the time with this type of team. Do we want Assault Vest on it? Maybe. We'll see. So this is a good core. Definitely do like drizzle on this just to make sure. Something I might even consider, because teams are starting to adapt already to the rain team and running more electric type moves, I guess, is my concern. Based on like this repository, like even on this, there's 2 Rotom modes. Albeit one of them's on the rain team itself. But like almost every Goldengo I see has an electric type move, or like, you know, there's some electric type for some purpose somewhere, or just something that can just KO the Palafin. So maybe something we could do is run some sort of ground type attacker. Though now I'm thinking about it, that's actually Arboliva that would be good here. I don't know if that's what's already on that team, but Arboliva gets like, it's not. Arboliva gets Earth Power, and something we could do is like Life Orb Arboliva with Seed Sower, and let's see, let's do like Leaf Storm. What do we want here? Hyper Voice is good, wherever that is. I know it has it, right? Yeah. And then probably Protect. And then we could do like Terra Normal. I think King Gambit should be like, do I want it to be Terra Water? What do they do? They do Terra Dark. Is that for the purpose of damage? That's the only thing I could imagine. Get rid of its steel typing for some, to get rid of ×2 stuff. I don't know why he would be Terra Dark, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I don't understand that. We might want to try something else. It could be good. Something that could be interesting is like Terra type Electric, but I don't know if I want to commit to that. Terra type Fairy, maybe? Just because Dragon types will struggle against us then. So let's do like something like they did with like Choice Band and either Covert Cloak, or I wonder what other people do. Damp Rock? I don't know if your Pelipper is worth all that. Try like Covert Cloak. I'm not too worried about dying on turn 1. I'm gonna do like Terra Grass, I believe. Yeah, okay, so we're definitely gonna do, what does it get, like Wave Crash or something? That's what it gets. I'm trying to remember. Yeah. Although if it has like Liquidation or something, I would much rather that. Let's look at this Pokepay, see what they do. Flip turn, jet punch, wave crash, close combat. Okay, that makes sense. Jet punch, flip turn, and whatever it was. Close combat, right? Okay, and then just make it 252 plus 252. Let's get some special defense and minus special attack. Although he's kind of, what is the hero? What's the, okay, wish I didn't do that, but I just want to see the stats. So let's see, 252 minus 252. Okay, so if it's in hero form, it already has, okay, so let's give it some HP then. And then we'll do choice band again. What's its speed? Still 167, it's really annoying, but that's fine. Let's put these back, wave crash, jet punch, flip turn, that's fine. And close combat. And then could be another good Pokemon. So this is our Earth Power Pokemon. So we need, what do we need? Kind of some support, I guess. Although something we could do is kind of like, if we're, okay, if we're putting on Tailwind on Pelipper, how confident are we that it gets off? You can run Goldango in that case, although I don't know if I really want to. Let's look at Murkrow. Just for fun. It doesn't get Rain Dance, right? Oh, it does get Rain Dance. Maybe not even run Pelipper, honestly. And do like Eviolite Murkrow with Goldango. This could be really anti-meta. Maybe even like run like Choice Specs Arboliva or something. No, we can run Choice Specs Goldango, that's fine. And I think like in this case where we're running Murkrow, I think we could do, I don't know what I want. I just gotta scroll through all these and figure out what I want, honestly. Let's keep it going. The Rotoms already have something kind of for... I want something that's fast and becomes even faster. I might do like Hydreigon, honestly. Although I already have 2 dark types, technically. What could work here? Does this make sense? Okay, if I do Rain Dance on Murkrow and Tailwind, I can Tailwind for all my other Pokemon. Okay, I think Arboliva doesn't really work anymore because since we have Goldango. Well, let me get rid of that. And physical attacker, special attacker, support. We could do Amoonguss again. I think Amoonguss is way too solid amount not to bring. And then we could do... yeah, Amoonguss instead of Quash on Murkrow since we can't use Quash anymore since we have Rain Dance. And then... maybe, I think Hydreigon here makes sense. And do like a Life Orb Hydreigon with the Terra type Steel. Yeah, because we don't want to run Heat Wave. So Terra type Steel makes sense. So Draco Meteor, Dark Pulse, Flash Cannon, Protect. And then we'll do like a standard 252 set. We'll get some special defense and minus the attack. And then I think this really makes sense. So choice specs, make this, yeah, water, dark. Okay, so this used to be ghost. Terra Fairy, I think Terra Fairy still works. Do I still want King Gambit in this scenario? I don't know if I do. I could maybe do something else. Let me look through my options real quick. No, I think King Gambit makes sense. Because I set the rain, he kind of loses his fire type weakness. Goldangos benefits from this as well. Yeah, I think this works. This loses its fire type weakness for the most part. Okay, I think this worked out. This is fine. We'll give him Assault Fist. And then we'll give Amoongus Rocky Helmet again. Really focus on not letting people target into us with physical attackers. For the most part. Okay. And then we'll do Iron Head. And I think Sucker Punch, Kato Cleave, and probably Terror Blast, yeah. So we don't really need a fourth move other than Terror Blast. We can just not use this if we don't want to. That's completely fine. So 282 HP. Do I want to go? I want to hit over 167 speed, I think. Just because I think that's a good anti-meta call. Because if I'm faster than them under Tailwind. No, because Dragonite will still be faster than me anyway, so it doesn't even matter. What happens if I'm Jolly? That's way too much. Hold on. Let me go to a damage calculator. So let's see, we want whatever his name is, King Gambit. Okay, and then Tailwind. What's he need to be? 179? If he's timid. Although now I'm thinking about it, I could just take some out of HP since we're not really worried about taking attacks. Okay, we do something like this. And then Adamant. And take some out of here. There we go. I think this works. This needs to be even, unfortunately. Okay. And now this gets Tailwind. Foul Play. Haze, Rain Dance, and we'll do something similar to our other one. I think having a lot of defense works here again for the same reasons. And then Goldango is going to be Make It Rain, Thunderbolt, and then Shadow Ball and Flash Cannon. And then let's see if there's a good Goldango for me out there. What's this? Right, that was the one from earlier. Let's see. Goldango. Let's see. I can't. I'm having a hard time imagining this up with my eyes. Nikes. Keep it going. Life Orb, no good. I want to be really bulky. This one's choice specs. Everyone just has really standard freaking EVs. Let's do like this. And then Modest. I want it to be especially bulky for the most part, I think. Something like this, maybe. Could work. I think this could work. Something like this. Obviously, I'm gonna edit it a little bit later. But you know, just as a base, nothing wrong with that. Spore, rage powder, protect, and we're not as bulky as we were. So I don't know if I want pollen puffs still. Maybe we could do. Pollen puffs are pretty good at damage output move, to be honest. It's either that or foul play. But I already have foul play, so maybe I can just stick to it. I could do sludge bomb too. I think for our purposes, we could do like Terra, Dark, and foul play, and then standard EVs. Something like this could work. Yeah, and then I think this will counter the meta pretty good because we'll have rain with our Palfin choice banded, which covers. It should kill. Let's see. I believe Wave Crash kills Garchomp, which is pretty bulky. So let's see. If it kills Garchomp, then you know we don't need much else. 252. Adamant. Choice band. And then Wave Crash. Okay, so it kills bulky Garchomp for the most part, and this is outside of rain. So, okay, so we know that it also kills anything with, like, you know, higher defensive stats than this. So 215 neutral with 115 defense. That's pretty good. That covers a lot of the meta. Let me see what Annihilate is. Obviously not level 100. It kills Annihilate as well. So, and this is outside of rain. So if it gets a, okay, so if you let it get a bulk up and you hit it in the rain. Oh wait, I didn't up its defense. All these have a lot of defense. Even then, if it's in the rain, it super kills. Oh, rain's not even. Is the rain out? What's going on? In rain, okay. Why is it not working? Whatever. But yeah, I mean, it kills in the rain. So, and you don't need a choice band. So something you could do is like flip turn. Choice band, flip turn. You'd have to tailwind first. I think it beats Annihilate lead for the most part. So I think that works out. And then you kill Goldango for sure. You kill Garchomp, you kill Hydreigon. And then it covers their Terra as well. And so I guess now we're worrying about Dondozo, but then you have Goldango with Thunderbolt. And if it Terra Grasses, then what? Wave Crash. Doesn't do much. Close combat. But we have Haze, I guess. And then we could come back with Make It Rain. We should be able to play into an endgame there. Yeah, that should be fine. And then once the Tatsugiri comes in, it should be fine. Any endgame I'm imagining out should work out. Because we could set up Tailwind and then Palfin gets out, right? And then, yeah, and then we can set up Rain Dance later if we need to. We don't have to. But then we could also have Rain Dance for defensive options for all of our Pokemon. Okay, so I think this works out. that's a pretty good anti-meta team. May as well try this. And then the solid team is really good too. I'll definitely put these in the description. These are actually really solid teams. I'm actually liking how these turned out. I might try these in the ladder a good bit. But if you enjoyed this video, I appreciate you guys very much for making it this far. If you did, go ahead and give me a like and subscribe. That also helps me quite a lot. Lets me know that you're enjoying this. I'm probably gonna do some more regionals content, cover like what teams actually won, what teams like stood out, I guess, even if they didn't win. I'm so definitely covering more tournament structure type deal, I think. Definitely gonna go over like teams I see in this that are really interesting, like this first team, the Battles team, rank 1 team. This is incredibly interesting because it shows the potential of the 252 HP in Hydreigon and Garchomp. Like, these guys have 0 speed EVs, but because you have like Prankster Tailwind, it doesn't even matter. So that's a very interesting concept to go over. It'll definitely shape the landscape of the ladder for the most part, and other people have realized this. So these are very interesting things I'm going to cover in the future. So if you want to see that, especially turn on the bell. And thanks guys for watching.